This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Washington Redskins. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. He's not going to get
on first down, Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tighten up. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Watch out. Hey, Wahoo.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 15-1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Blue draw Corker.
Check three.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Topper!
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ten Lobo.
It's just me and you. Check the go.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And shutting him off, now open field. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
70,
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They complete it to Hill. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Recon, 152 fighting.
2nd and 5. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Let's go.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. That is incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Now. Switch.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop the throw. Pressure pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Franks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Show it. Check 9.
Hey, 31. Got him,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 59.
53 is the mark. Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, 54. Got him, go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Mike 8. All right, T, let's
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. That's good for 28 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. To throw is Watson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Smell fear in that offense. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 2nd and 15. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the
booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get...
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my case, took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. son, I love him for him, I'ma